That's not it. Evening. How is everybody? I hope y'all had an awesome weekend. I did. I spent it at work all weekend long. Yeah, but that's okay. Hi, Jessie. How are ya? Woohoo! You got that little man with you tonight? I'm trying to get on my laptop here. Whew. It is so hot. All right. Hello, Grayson. He's not too early to learn how to do this, that's for sure. He's not too young. We're going to have him, he's going to be a stamping pro before you know it. Yep, that he is. Alrighty. My laptop is being aggravating. Anyway, hi Kayla. I'm just shaking this thing like crazy. Okay, I'm trying to get my laptop to act right. It's being stupid. It's what it's being. It doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do. Now I have a white screen. Anywho's, well, now something's happening over here. Maybe it's going to do. No, it's not. I guess just going to have to let it. There it goes. Sometimes I just have to let it do its thing and it'll finally do what it's supposed to. Anyway, I got two cards ready to show y'all. The first one is simple. It's easy. It's fast. And I don't like it. But I didn't have enough time to do anything else. So, we're going with it. Anyways. So, there I am. I had to find myself. There I am. Let me turn my computer down. Yep, there I be. There I be. Okay. Now, but anyway, it's okay. I'm not worried about it not being the best card in the world. But what I was trying to do is, I got in my small holiday catalog order. I mean, it is small. Anyway, I got some of the Snowflake Accents puff paint, and I wanted to try it out. And all I have to say is I need practice, practice, practice. So, here's our envelope. We have a card base of Whisper White thick, 8.5, 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. Go ahead and give it a nice fold here, like this. All right. Go that way with it. We have two pieces of basic black. They are cut at 5 1/4 by 4. That's going to be our layer. We have a piece of Whisper White thick. It's just some that I cut that we're going to stamp on. We are using the Winter Woods. This tree here. I know it hadn't been too awful long. Hi, Kathy. Glad you joined us. Hadn't been too awful long. I made something with this. I can't remember what it was, though. We're going to use this. I'm going to use this little sprig right here. And then with using the In the Woods Framelits dies, we're going to cut out our tree. And then, oopsie, I forgot. And we're on the inside, we're putting Thinking of You This Season. So that's going to be our sentiment for our card. So what we're going to start with, oh, and we're using our heat tool because we have to heat our Snowfall Accents puff paint. But like I said, I'm going to have some practice with this. But I think once I practice and get the hang of it, I'm probably really going to like it. Yeah. So we're going to use Old Olive. I know. Every tree that I stamp, everything is always pear pizzazz. But I stamped one Old Olive, one pear pizzazz, and one, let me see, Greeny Apple Green. And I looked at them and thought, that pear pizzazz just doesn't look right. Greeny Apple Green, nah. Old Olive it's going to be. Well, that was after I took a peek out my window over here and looked at our little, we have a little spruce tree. I don't tell you what, bless its heart, it's just not growing. And it's not shaped right, but it's still alive, and it's been alive for years and years. And Johnny puts lights on it every Christmas. It's a cute little old thing. And I thought, okay, I'm going to look out there at it, and I'm going to see which color I think looks the closest. I went with the Old Olive. So that's what we're going to stamp our tree in. It's Old Olive. Ta-da! And it looks good, really. It really does, I think. So, it was really going to stand out when y'all see what I want to do with it. But, it's just, I don't know. This is not going to be, as I said, I'm not really crazy about this card. I don't know if this is definitely not going to be one of my favorites. Let's put it that way. Alrighty. We are going to, what I did earlier was cut it out, and then I used my puff paint. I'm not doing it this time. I'm putting my puff paint on there, and then I'm going to use my die and my Big Shot and cut it out, because my hands and fingers got on fire. Yeah, I love this tree too. Kaylee, does it get cold enough for our trees here? Oh, I know, Kathy, it doesn't. But, you know, we can be wishful thinking. Yep. So we're going to, it said put a thin layer. Well, when I put a thin layer, it just seemed like it wasn't thick enough. So I kept going back over it and going over it and heating it and doing all this other stuff. So we're going to put a little thicker on there. But what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to, I'm thinking with this thicker, now I'm going to have to heat some of it and then come back again. And what you have to do is you heat it on not on that one, on the first one, and it puffs it up like snow. And it looks like snow has gathered on the tree. Tell you what, I'm hoping this one looks a little better than my first one. My first one had a few snowballs thrown at it and they stuck to it. So I'm hoping this one's going to look better. But this takes a few minutes. I'm not even sure if I'm still putting enough on there. Because you can still see the green. And I don't want the green to show. I want the snow. You know what I'm saying? You want the snow to show. And it's just like it's wanting to show the green. I'm going to put some more on here. And I'm putting it thicker. I don't care what the label says. It's going to be thick instead of thin. Because I want it to really show as snow. You know? So, I'm going to see, yeah. Maybe this next ones I do, I'm going to put it on there a little thicker than that than I did the first time on this one. But you have to really watch it because it takes it a few minutes to puff this snow up. But you can see it whenever you puff it. Look at there, I got some snowballs too. Got two, one right there and one right there. Oh my stars. It's probably where the snow fell off the top of the tree. Up higher, and it caught right down there as a little snowball. Yeah. We believe that one, don't we? Hey, it's happened. It can happen. Whoopsie. What it is I'm getting too much on the end here, and I'm making snowballs. So this is just going to be a learning curve. We're going to have to all learn how much is too much and how much is not enough. Put a little there and just a smidgen right there, and hope this is enough. Yeah, I'm liking this. Now, if I had just did something a little different, leaves if I'm not careful. Debbie. Glad you're here. Kind of the color includes. Okay, I must have missed something somewhere, Jessie, because I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. I'll go back and I'll check in just a minute and see if I can figure it out. Alright, that still is coming through as green. So, let me put some more on here, because that is, I don't want it to be green. It's like, what's going on with this? It shouldn't be like this. Maybe I'm still doing something wrong. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to watch some YouTube or something and see what other people are doing. Look there. I have a big old snowfall right there. See what other people are doing about that and see if they've got a trick to it. Because, I mean, I worked all weekend. I did not get to play with any of my new stuff. And, so, this is just my, all I did was take it out of the box, pop out my, cling stamps, and, looked at my designer series paper and put everything away. And that's all I had time to do. And so, that was it. I have not had time to play with this until today. And that's still not doing what I want it to do. Just a minute. Let me put a little more right there. Yep. This is going to be a big time learning curve for me, because I'm just not getting the hang of this really well whatsoever. Whatsoever. It's not even dry. Alright, that's puffing up. Ooh, that's puffed up really big. Maybe I'm leaving it on there long enough before I start. Okay. Oh, Jessie, it just dawned on me what you were saying. You found that the colors bleed. The colors bleeding into the snow. Duh me. Okay, Debbie, what are you eating? You're not in Alabama eating, are you? Debbie likes to come over here from Georgia and eat Alabama barbecue. Yep. That's what she likes to do. Her and Jimmy both like Alabama barbecue. Alright, that's not too awfully bad. Not too awfully bad. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is, what am I doing? I knew I was going to forget something. I do every time. Every time. Let me see. No, here it is. Never mind. I found it. A sentiment piece for the inside. We're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp on it. And we're stamping everything in Old Olive. I mean, might as well just keep to the same theme here. So we're going to stamp the sentiment. Thinking of you during this season. I'll tell you, this is not how I usually make a Christmassy card. It's definitely not the sentiments I usually use, but I'm liking this. I'm liking this in this Old Olive. I'm liking the sentiments best in the Old Olive. It looks really good. It looks like a Christmassy green to me. And then we're going to use this sprig, and we're going to stamp this little sprig right here. And then we're going to take our envelope and we're going to stamp it. Ah, you're not at Dreamland. Okay. Hamburger steak and potatoes from... Oh, that sounds really good. We had fried potatoes and fried squash, fresh fried squash. Johnny planted late squash, and it's coming in a little bit. It's like it's a mess at a time, so we're not overrun with it. So, and then he had got some okra from the freezer that we had frozen over the summer, and we had macaroni and cheese and some beans, and he did most of the cooking, and I'm telling you, it's really good. It's always good when somebody else does most of the cooking. I had brought something home to fix for supper, and he had already planned what we was having for supper. So we had his plan. Tomorrow we're having mine. We're having barbecue chicken and potato salad tomorrow. I'm off since I worked yesterday, and so I like to really cook when I'm off, but that wasn't my plan on tomorrow. I was wanting to cook fish tomorrow, but he had his plans for supper tonight, so my plans for supper will be tomorrow night, and then we had plenty of leftovers from tonight. We'll have Wednesday, so I won't even have to cook Wednesday. Yep, I have a great hubby. I really do. He does not mind cooking. He does not mind washing dishes. He does laundry, not mine. He does not do my laundry. He's not allowed to touch my clothes unless he's putting them from the washer to the dryer. And I have to be home because he leaves them in there and they get all wrinkled, and then I get upset. So, alrighty, where did I put it? I just stamped that sentiment. Oh, there it is. It's hiding under the envelope. Okay, Jessie, I'm sorry. You're having problems. Refresh it and see if it'll do okay. Sometimes refreshing it will make it work. Alrighty. So I'm tell you, I'm worn out. I told Johnny the only thing I don't like about having cashier's meetings is because I have to get up early and I have to hold them. Yeah, I only have them on Sundays because it's the only day that we can all get there early enough before the store opens, but not be before daylight. So we have them at 7 on Sundays when we have them, and then the store doesn't open till 9, but we have to start paperwork and stuff at 8. So we have to have them at 7. And it's going to be, oh my goodness. It's going to end up with snow on the back of my die, I'm afraid. Maybe not. Maybe I'll be okay. I hope so. Alrighty. Now we're going to cut our tree out. So anyway, instead of oh man, I smushed my snow. I didn't even think about that. Did not think about the fact that I'd smushed my snow, and I did. Look at there. Oh man. Alrighty. Got snow on my plate. I had to well, probably could just throw that thing away. It's about had it anyway. No snow on my die. Whew. Like a fan here. It's getting really hot in here. Okay, I'm going to turn this baby over. Well, if I can get it up. But anyway, that extra hour, people don't realize when you go and work an extra hour in a long day already, it wears you out. So I'm glad I'm off tomorrow and Wednesday. I need to clean the house tomorrow because it looks like a train wrecks come through it. But the thoughts of just camping out in my recliner sounds real inviting. So we'll see. This house has got to be cleaned at some point, so it'll probably be done tomorrow. So anyway, but here we are. And this is it. I mean, you know, this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm not liking it. I didn't have enough time to think it through. I didn't have enough time to think, what am I really going to do with this card? And how is it going to look? And that's why I said I don't really like it. It's not thought out enough. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at the inside. And we'll look at this one. Although, see, some of this is still got green. You can still see some of the green. I didn't use as much on this one, and it did do a little better. I think next time I use this, I'm not going to cut it out after. I'm going to cut it out first and then put this puffy paint on there. So, like I said, it's a learning curve. I've got to learn. It's going to take practice, practice, practice to figure it all out. Anyway, here's our first card. Okay, our second card, I am using one of our holiday. Sorry, I was wiping the sweat off of my face. We're using stamps from the holiday catalog. We're using Gather Together. I'm using Wishing You Well from that. You choose Nature's Beauty. I'm going to use this fox, this tree, these, I'm not sure what they are, and this tree here, and this is just like weeds. I guess they're like weeds anyway. So we are also using an oval die, and we're using a sponge. I clipped it with a binder clip. So anywho's, I am going to stamp my fox on some of our new watercolor paper, and I have colored my hands here. And it's this piece right here. It's just a small piece. Didn't need a very big piece. My envelope. Put my old olive out of the way. I have some Balmy Blue. This is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. We have Whisper White Thick. This is wait a minute, let me think. This is 5 by 3 3/4. We're going to do some sponging on it in the Balmy Blue, and we are using Balmy Blue, Sahara Sand, Gray Granite. I'm going to color my fox in Gray Granite with an aqua painter. Here's my aqua painter, and we're using Wink Stella, and I have quite a few. I've used A, B, C, D blocks. So I'm just going to stick them all right up here because we're not doing any big shot work or anything like that, so that'll work sticking it up there. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is well, I use Stays On because I'm doing watercolor. So we're going to stamp our fox in Stays On. Y'all ever notice the unique smell of Stays On ink? It's kind of real funky. My thoughts on it anyway. It's a really funky smell. It's a real funky smell. And I'm tell you, I do not like the Stays On cleaner at all. I just used my Stampin' Mist. And if I clean my stamp as soon as I get through using it, it comes off just fine using Stampin' Mist. So, like I said, I just do not like the Stays On cleaner at all. Okay, we're going to let this dry for just a moment, and while that's doing that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to give our card base a nice crease. Okay. Yep, just like that. Gotta move things out of my way. It's like I've got too much over here on me. That's what it feels like. Now, I'm going to set that up here. I'm going to set this over here. I'm going to set that over there, and we're going to go ahead and sponge our layer here with our Balmy Blue. And I am not super good at this. I am not super good at this. I'm just going to tell y'all right from the beginning. I am not super good at sponging. I tend to end up either not enough, like that right there, or I end up with it too thick in one spot and it really looks blobby. You know, but this one looks better than any of them I've done today, because I'm going to do both of these, and both of my first ones are just not dandy. But this one's pretty good. Yep. Now I'm going to brag on myself, and this other one's going to look horrible. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. But that's okay. I'll just flip it over and do the other side if I have to. All right. Look at there. I think it was Laquita that was doing some sponging last week, and hers looks so awesome. I'm thinking, man, I wish my sponging looked that good. See, looky here. This one is darker, and this one is lighter. Told ya. Just never can get them just the same and just alike and looking great. It's just not going to happen. Okay, now what we're going to do is, well, I lost my instructions. We're going to stamp on these. I think I'm going to use this one for the inside, this one for the front. We're going to use our Sahara sand to do our stamping with. And we're going to start, I think we're going to start with the grass. And we're going to lay that one up there. And we're going to use this one first. And we're going to come down here, stamp our grass, and we're going to come over here, stamp our grass. I'm going to set it right there because I'm going to use it again. On the inside, we're going to come right here with our pair of trees, and we're going to come right up here. This is not in the same spots, I can tell you that. And right there with that tree. And envelope. Let me find my envelope. We're going to stamp the single tree on the envelope. Right here. Okay. Now, we're going to take the inside and we are going to stamp. We're going to stamp the grass right down here. And we're going to stamp the two trees. We're going to stamp them right there. And see, there's still plenty of room that you can write and all that stuff. Just don't write big and bold. Okay, now let me get the sentiment. It is right here. And it's photopolymer, so I put it on my block crooked so I can be more judging on where I put it. And I'm going to put it right up here in this left hand corner, and wishing you well. See, this could be somebody that doesn't feel well and you're wishing them to be well, or this is just a greeting like wishing you well. You know, either one, I think it works. All right, now then, we're going to take our gray granite. We're going to take our fox and our aqua painter, and we're going to paint our fox gray granite. And I'm just going to pull it right off of here and paint him. Let's see, I think I got too much water. I do. I may have to dry him with the heat tool. I don't know why I got so much water. I'm going to turn him over like this. And I'm going to and when you get it on here, it doesn't look like gray granite. It looks more of a brown. And I don't know. And I think it still looks pretty. It's a pretty fox. See, they showed on the news that somebody in Montevallo lost their fox. They have a pet fox and they think somebody stole it. It says it has health issues and is on a special diet and has to take medicine every day. And they're asking them to bring their fox back. They had a video. It was a beautiful fox. And I told Johnny I don't think I'd want a fox for a pet. You know. But who knows? Fox might be an awesome pet. I don't know, but I don't think I'll find out. Okay. Now, that's all the coloring I'm going to do there. Now, I'm going to take my Wink of Stella, and we're going to come over here to all of this. I'm going to let this dry a little bit before I do anything to it. Find what I did with my envelope. Here it is. And we're going to Wink of Stella all of this snow under these trees and weeds and everything to make it sparkle since there's snow there. It's got a sparkle. Yes, it does. Have to have sparkly snow. Love it. I'm loving the stamp set. I'm going to have to think on new ideas of what I'm going to use instead of this, you know. I think this one turned out fairly well. I've been thinking about this one today. I just didn't know what else I was going to do, so the other one was just to throw together. And but this one I've been kind of thinking about today. Wasn't sure exactly the sentiment I was going to go with, but I knew I was going to use the fox. And I wasn't even sure what color I was going to color the fox until I got home and decided I was going to color in gray granite. I put some Wink of Stella in his little eyes so they will sparkle, especially out in the snow. And there's right there. We're going to do some right in here. Then once we cut him out, we'll fill in any place that I hadn't still it. Alright, we're going to get her. And I was wrong. We are using our big shot. I'm sorry. I fibbed and did not mean to. Whew. I totally forgot I have to cut my fox out. So, here we are. Okay, I'm going to shrink this away with the snow on the top. It may come up there, I don't know. No, it didn't come off, so that'll be alright. I'll clean that off later. Okay, now then, there is our fox cut out. Love it. Let's finish stilling it up. Yeah, we gotta have Stella. I wasn't sure how far down to come with my Stella, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and cut it out, because I wanted all of this to have Stella on it down here. Now then, that is done. Put Stella up. Now we're going to move this up here, and we're going to lay down our Balmy Blue cardstock right here. Just like this. I almost thought when I saw that, that right there, I thought, oh no, I've got something under it. Oops, I lost everything. There we go. Scooch this over a little bit. Okay. Now then, the inside. We're going to put the inside in on here. We can see. Hey, we're doing pretty good with time. Yay! All right, we're going to lay that right there. Now, a lot of this, a lot of this came from the card that they had. Well, some of this ideas came from the card they've got in the holiday catalog. I know they did some sponging on theirs, but they did theirs somewhat different. And but I like the idea of the sponging, and I wanted these trees, and they stamped their fox straight to the cardstock, and I stamped mine, colored him, and then cut him out. So I mean, you know, you can use the ideas from the catalogs and make them your own, and then be different than what theirs is in the catalog. I think my fox on my first one came out a little darker, but that's okay. That's okay. Didn't need as many dimensionals for this. Just 4. It's all we needed. It's all we needed. And I'm placing my fox right down here. Okay. I don't know if you can see that Wink of Stella on this card. I'm telling you, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I am very pleased with this one. Here's my first one. See, my fox is a little darker in this one than he is in this one. But that's okay. I think they both look good. This tree looks like it's leaning. Anyway, here's the inside. And our envelope. Oh, Debbie, I am so learning. I am still learning. I will be forever learning. I think this is something that we will always be learning. New things, because there's new things that come out. And that's one of the things I just love about it, because there's so many new things that Stampin' Up puts out, and we have to learn them. And I'm going to tell you what, this puff paint is going to be my big learning tool right now to get it just right. So probably think in a little while I may get on YouTube and pull up some videos and see what some of the other ladies are doing. But anyway, this is our cards for this evening. Oh, I'm so happy y'all came. It just makes me so happy. Makes my heart sing. Yes. So anyway, I have gotten the other stamp sets. I've got Day of Thanks, because I wanted this turkey, but I love the font on this Happy Thanksgiving. And I've got, oh, I had to have this one. This is why I have the puff paint. I got the Snowman Season and the Tiny Keepsakes Suite. That's why I didn't get it. This was a small order. I got a suite. I had to have it. And what I am so excited about is making this little treat box, this Kirby's Keepsakes box. I am so thrilled to work on that. That's probably going to be something I'll work on tomorrow or Wednesday. And I love these dies, and this embossing folder, this Winter Knit 3D embossing folder is wonderful. But I am so excited to get started on my Christmas cards. I have not ordered the stamp set yet that I'm going to make most of my Christmas cards from, especially for church. And but that's gonna be in my next order. At least that's my plan. Yes, Debbie, quick, very quick is what I heard. Very quick. So I could probably pop out a whole lot of these little things really fast, because it's all one piece. You don't have to piece anything together, and that is a pretty awesome thought. And it cuts your little slits for you, and where you can put your ribbon. I'm just excited about it. I am super excited about it, and I sure hope they keep this one, because this would be one that I can use for all sorts of different things. But I want to make some goodie treats. But anywho, but that's it. Still scenes in my next tonight. Okay. Still scenes. Oh, Kayla, you've been making them too. That's awesome. That is awesome. My friend Shannon made some that she embossed on the vellum. Told her I was stealing her idea, and I am going to try embossing on the vellum, and it is awesome looking. So wonderful looking. It's so gorgeous. But you know, I still think we could probably emboss on our regular cardstock if we wanted to. And I'm going to use some of the designer series paper to make some, and I'm just excited. I am ready. I'm ready to start with Christmas things, but I've got to get some fall stuff done. I'm not big into making Halloween stuff, so I'm not getting any of the Halloween stamp sets or the DSP and all of that, because I'm just not into that. And you did too? Yes, with the tea light inside. That's right, Kayla. It was awesome, wasn't it? And anyway, I'm just not into that. I mean, our grandchildren are big, well, except for our great granddaughter. And yes, Jessie, emboss vellum, you can. But so I'm just not doing the Halloweeny stuff, but I love fall. I love the fall colors. I love the leaves. Oh, the leaves and the trees. Oh, so gorgeous, so gorgeous. So I know I'm going to be using this. Oh man, what did I do with it? Oh, I'm going to be using my Gather Together a lot because of this leaf. And I saw a card this morning from Rick Atkins. He lives in Athens, and he made a card using this wheat, and it was real simple, but it was gorgeous. And so that's going to be something I'll probably use on a card. I won't make one like his, but I've got an idea kind of how I may want to use it. So, I mean, even these little bitty smaller things that you think, what would I use that for? You can. I mean, that's just like this right here. I almost used this tonight. I almost framed my fox in it. Then I thought, no, I don't want to do that. Not with this one. But I may still try that and frame my fox. But anyway, thank you, Kayla. But anyway, that is it for this evening, ladies. I'm going to go in there and probably climb into my computer chair and get on YouTube and see what I can find out about this puff paint. And then I want to hit the bed pretty soon so I can get a good night's sleep and get up tomorrow and start over on this. Yeah. Yes, it would, Debbie. It would make a beautiful wreath, wouldn't it? And you could use some of the, oh, I know what. You could use some of the, let's see, I know I have them. You could use some of the red rhinestones as your berries. That would be really cute. And you could color, I bet you could color the Whisper White baker's twine and make it real red, and that would be pretty. And let me see what else you could do. Oh, you could probably, let me see. I can't get my drawer shut back. I'm sketching the floor. Let's see what else we could color real red. Oh, man. Oh, you know what you could? I can't take it down because it's on this rod over here. This, the metallic edge ribbon. You could use your real red on it and color it, and I bet it'd look gorgeous. And it's got that metallic edge, and then use the red rhinestones, and then you could use the ribbon. Oh, there's so many things. So many things. Yeah. So, anyway, ladies, thank you so much for coming. I sure appreciate it. Y'all have an awesome rest of your night, and get in your crafty space and make something. I want to see it. And telling you, get out there. Push your, the thing we need to be pushing right now is our paper pumpkin. I haven't got this much yet. It should. I thought it would come today, but I guess it's coming tomorrow or Wednesday, or it might be Thursday or Friday. I swear it seems like mine likes to take about 3 or 4 days later than it does everybody else's here in town. But anyway, and anyway, I'm going to start pushing the October paper pumpkin, because October and November can go together. They can stand alone, but they can go together. It's going to be an awesome way to get some Paper Pumpkin subscribers, hopefully. No fingers crossed. I'm just going to believe. Anyway, yes, Debbie, 2 months. 2 months till on stage. I am so excited. I am ready. But anyway, y'all have an awesome evening. Have an awesome rest of your week. A wonderful weekend. And good Lord willing, I will be back here next Monday evening, 7 Central, and we're going to make something else. And I'm going to have practice with some of this other stuff. And we're going to have something that's new from the holiday catalog next Monday. Both of our projects will be. Love you guys. Thank y'all so much for coming. And y'all have a blessed evening. Bye.